What is up? What is up, YouTube? Uncle Mike's still in the Philippines. I am really enjoying myself, man. Yeah. Nah, homie. Oh, man, I was gonna play. Maybe I should play the song at the end. Nah, we gotta get with this, baby. We gotta get with this. I tried to tell y'all, man, real talk. I tried to tell y'all, Trump orders court to give Diddy maximum sentence after this happened. I tried to tell y'all a long time ago, man, Trump is not giving Diddy no pardon. Why would he? I kept saying that over and over again. Nobody can explain that to me, man. But, hey, I got to play this, man. I can't believe, man. My number one. This is my favorite right here. You know, check this out, man. That's the hater song. My bad, y'all. Right here. Come on, baby. Play.
482. 323 to 584. D5. Let us know. You'll be out on that.
I can't believe Diddy locked in a cell, tunnels under his house and he can't make bail. Neighbors scared stiff, won't retrieve they ball. If it bounce over Diddy gate, they don't call. Ain't no doorbell ringing, ain't no fence climbing. They say the double dance quiet when the stars are lining. Talk in the street about basements with screams, where the silence too loud and the truth still bleed. Lawyer walks off, said the case too thick. Even his mama on IV drip sick, trying to detox demon while praying on lies. But you can't cleanse blood when it drips from the sky.
Lawyers will argue today that Sean Combs deserves some special treatment. They're hoping to get him out from behind bars as quickly as possible. This morning, the case against Sean Combs returns to court following the split verdict.
I can't believe I saw the twins in the pews, eyes wide shut, trying to dodge daddy's news. Courtroom silence when they walking slow. I felt the shame hit the floor like a soul on a go. They say he comfy now. Sheets folded neat, other inmates doing favors just to eat. He's still moving like a mobile with a plan, but God don't blink, the karma hits like a fan. Cases dropping daily, names ain't redacted. One brave soul said, nah, I ain't asking. I'm not anonymous, I'm proud with the pen. Said you're gonna remember this truth again and again.
We are just getting started. We're going to win, and we're not going to stop until he walks out of prison, a free man to his family. The defense argues there are exceptional circumstances.
I can't believe Diddy was found not guilty, but the vibe in the room still felt filthy. Face to face, I ain't flinch or shake. I told him what you did to that girl was a damn disgrace. I can't believe Diddy was found not guilty, but the vibe in the room still felt filthy. Face to face, I ain't flinch or shake. I told him what you did to that girl was a damn disgrace. I can't believe.
God damn, y'all. My bad, y'all. Hey, I'm psyched over the mix. The way the song is mixed, the sound quality of it, let you know that Uncle Mike know what he doing. Mix, man, made the beat. I rapped on it, did the singing part, mixed and mastered, produced and everything all by myself. What? Where the haters at, y'all? I ain't saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying that Uncle Mike know what he doing. That's all I'm saying. You know, you can't toot your own horn like that, Uncle Mike. You can't toot your own horn. But the comment section, go in the comment section and listen to the comment section and see what they say. And I play 5 instruments, man. I've been playing music since I was 7 years old. What did you think I was doing in the studio? That's what I want to know. Anyway, check this out, my main man, Jamil, a.k.a. Jamal. This my cousin, y'all. Since Dr. Umar is claiming relatives, I'm claiming them too. Everybody on the YouTube that's positive is my cousin. And my man right here is positive. So Trump orders courts to give Diddy the maximum sentence This is like opposite of getting him a pardon, ain't it? Ain't that like the opposite? Y'all hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. I can't believe. Let's check it out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel again. Thank y'all so much for coming over. Got this video here that says Trump orders court to give Diddy maximum sentence after this happened. Diddy is going away for life. We know that's not true. So this, I feel like this title is not true at all. Because the maximum that he could get is 20 years. But I just want to see what has came out. I don't know if there's going to be stuff put together that I know already. I'm just trying to see if there's any new news in this situation. So we ain't going to waste no more time. Let's jump right into it.
Y'all, it looks like your president, Donald J. Trump, is coming for Diddy. And this time he's making sure that there's no escape. After a jaw-dropping new twist in Diddy's already explosive legal nightmare, Trump is allegedly urging the court to throw the book at him and hand down the maximum sentence possible. The kind of sentence that could lock Diddy away for life. Now, sources close to the situation claim Trump's move isn't just about punishing Diddy, it's about sending a loud public message after what just went down behind closed doors between Trump and Diddy. And y'all, it looks like things are already in motion, because what Judge Aaron just told Diddy and his lawyers will leave you shook. And now Diddy's lawyers are in full panic mode over this scandal, and their next move is going to be insane. But let's get into this mess. Well, Donald J. Trump just took a public sledgehammer to Diddy's already crumbling legal battle, and the way that he did it has everybody talking. After nearly 2 whole years of explosive lawsuits, disturbing allegations, and non-stop headlines, Trump is now allegedly making it very crystal clear he is not here to save Diddy. Y'all can forget about them whispers in the streets about a presidential pardon, because Trump shut that down in the most brutal way possible. In fact, not only did he dismiss the idea entirely, he went out of his way to let everybody know that whatever friendship they once had is long gone. And the reason behind the shift, well, let's just say it's not as simple as a political stance. What Trump revealed next is where things get messy, because it flips the narrative of their history on its head, and might just explain why he's now pushing for the maximum sentence Diddy could possibly face. And when you hear what he said, you'll understand why this could be the final nail in Diddy's coffin. But what really pushed Trump over the edge was finding out that Diddy didn't have his back during last year's election. Not only refusing to support him, but allegedly talking down on him behind the scenes. According to insiders, Trump took that as a personal betrayal, especially given their once friendly history. And that's when any remaining loyalty between them completely snapped. Listen to what he said.
On Diddy Combs,
Right.
would you consider pardoning him?
Well, he was essentially, I guess, sort of half innocent.
Yes.
I don't know what they do. He's still in jail or something. But he was celebrating a victory, but he seems, I guess it wasn't as good as a victory. Probably, you know, I was very friendly with him. I got along with him great. And seemed like a nice guy. I didn't know him well. But when I ran for office, he was very hostile.
He said some not so nice things about you, sir.
And it's hard, you know, like you, we're human beings.
Right.
And we don't like to have things cloud our judgment, right? But when you knew someone and you were fine, and then you run for office and he made some terrible statements. So I don't know, it's more difficult. It makes it more, I'm being honest, it makes it more difficult to do.
But more likely a no for Combs,
I
it
would
sounds
say
like.
so.
Well, to be fair, Diddy never exactly hid the fact that he wasn't a fan of Trump, because back in 2017, he flat out said in an interview, "I think that, to be honest, we don't really give a F about Trump, because black people are in the same effed up position, so that's not what we on. The tomfoolery that's going on in DC, that's just regular everyday business to black folks. That's not surprising." And he didn't stop there. In 2020, during an interview with Charlemagne the God, Diddy doubled down and made it very clear where he stood, saying that the #1 priority should be getting Trump out of office.
#1 priority is to get Trump out of office. The tribe of people that have the responsibility and really should be scared to death of this man.
Y'all, well, that definitely rage like milk because not only is Trump refusing to give Diddy a presidential pardon, but word in the streets is that he's gone a step further, allegedly ordering the presiding judge in the case, Judge Aaron, to hit Diddy with the maximum sentence possible.
I'm just wondering if somebody close to Trump, his team, you know, is looking at what everybody is saying, because there's a lot of people thinking that he's going to pardon Diddy. A lot of people thinking he's going to pardon Maxwell. So, you know, I'm leaning more towards him pardoning Maxwell than Diddy. And, you know, a lot of people are probably saying this won't be a good look for you. Although, you know, there's a lot of Diddy supporters out there who feel like Trump should pardon him and saying that it would be a good look for Trump. I think overall, like, it wouldn't be a good look, you know, because I feel like a lot of those people who want to see Diddy out of jail got some issues themselves, you know, but you just never know. You might wake up tomorrow and it's breaking news.
Charges he's already.
But why? Nobody's answering this one question. Why would the president of the United States pardon this guy? Entertainment Puffy. What is your reason? He had an honest trial. He beat 3 out of the 5. He only got 2. Why pardon him? It ain't like he gonna be in jail for life. Out of here, man. Why would he? What's the reason behind him pardoning him? Nobody can say that. Well, if we pardon Diddy, then the United States would be in a better position to do what? The United States. Pardoning him for what? Why are you pardoning him? I don't know why.
Already been found guilty of. Well, for context, those charges are no joke. Diddy was convicted on 2 counts of violating the Mann Act, a federal law that makes it illegal to transport anyone across state lines for unlawful sexual activity. And each count carries up to 10 years behind bars, which means that Diddy is now staring down the possibility of spending the next 20 years in prison. And here's the twist. Before Trump got involved, legal experts were predicting a much lighter outcome because Diddy is a first-time offender and has already been locked up for a significant amount of time. Many believed he'd walk away with probation or time served, avoiding any more years behind bars. But with Trump allegedly pushing for the harshest punishment possible, well, that prediction might have just gone up into flames. But now that the president is reportedly pushing for the maximum sentence, let's just say that Diddy is in serious trouble. And it seems his legal team knows it too, because according to reports, they've been working overtime to secure a presidential pardon for him. The problem is the public isn't exactly on their side. In fact, a petition urging Trump not to forgive Diddy had already racked up more than 11,000 signatures. And here's where things get even worse for Diddy. It appears Judge Aaron is taking Trump's comments to heart because he's been noticeably stricter in his handling of the case. Just a couple of days ago, Diddy's lawyers filed their 5th request for bail, and for the first time in months, there was a real hope that he might be released after nearly a year behind bars. However, the judge denied the bail application again, ordering Diddy to remain behind bars until sentencing. But even after Diddy offered a staggering $50 million bond secured by his Miami mansion, Judge Aaron wasn't swayed. According to reports, he wrote that the court must find by clear and convincing evidence that the person is not likely to flee or pose a danger to the safety or of any other person on the community if released, and concluded that Diddy posed both a flight risk and a danger. In the last-ditch effort, Diddy's lawyers also filed a motion against the judge to either throw out the guilty verdicts or grant him a new trial. In their filing, they argued, "To our knowledge, Mr. Combs is the only person ever convicted of violating the statute for conduct anything like this. It is undisputed that he had no commercial motive, that all involved were adults." The men chose to travel and engage in the activity voluntarily. The verdict confirms the women were not vulnerable or exploited or trafficked in as aid. However, the judge hasn't ruled on this yet, and according to people close to the case, it's highly unlikely he's going to throw it out, especially now that the president is openly urging him to be tough on Diddy. Well, the wild part is that just a few weeks ago, Diddy and his team were riding high, almost cocky, convinced that a presidential pardon was practically in the bag. They were acting like it was only a matter of time before he walked free. But now that the confidence has completely flipped into desperation, well, see, Diddy has always been around politicians, and even President Trump admitted that they used to have a friendship back in the day. But let's not act like this whole presidential pardon report came out of the nowhere, because Diddy and Trump go way back. We're talking long before Bad Boy Records, before scandals, back when Diddy was still Puff Daddy, and both of them were moving in the same flashy, high-profile circles. But if you need proof that they were once tight, I've got it. I'm about to show you a clip where Trump himself says he would always stick up for Diddy, no matter what. Take a look at this.
Absolutely.
I love Diddy. You know, he's a good friend of mine. He's a good guy.
He expects.
Is he a good guy?
I don't want to answer that question.
Oh, wow. I think he's a good guy. I'm going to stick up for him.
I think he's a good guy. I'm gonna stick up for him. Well, that's what really made fans start side-eyeing the whole situation. When President Trump was asked about Diddy's legal mess while the trial was still going, he didn't shut that question down at all. Instead, he dropped a low-key hint that a pardon might actually be on the table. Yes, y'all, he really said it. Listen to this clip for yourself.
You mentioned once in 2012 that Diddy was a good friend of yours back then. He has since found himself in some very serious legal trouble.
Yeah, that's true.
Would you ever consider pardoning him?
I haven't seen him. I haven't spoken to him in years. He used to really like me a lot, but I think when I ran for politics, that relationship busted up. I could do other things, and I'm sure he'd like me, and I'm sure other people would like me, but it wouldn't be as good for our country. As we said, our country's doing really well.
It definitely gave it there was a little glimmer of hope.
Yeah, whatever. The country. What has this got to do with the country? That's the part nobody is breaking it down to. And he said he would look into it. Also, y'all need to look it up yourself. Don't believe Uncle Mike. Look it up yourself. That a president cannot pardon a friend over friendship. The friendship thing. That's my man, Diddy. I really like him. He in trouble. I'm gonna help him out. You can't give somebody a pardon because of a friendship. It have to be some type of beneficial reason for the United States of America. Am I the only one getting this? Oh, Trump gonna pardon Diddy. What happened to Trump being racist? But y'all make up your mind how y'all want to roll these dice, man. That's all I'm saying. Make up your mind, please. Please make up your mind. I'm sick of this.
I'm sure he'd like me, and I'm sure other people would like me, but it wouldn't be as good for our country. As we said, our country's doing really well.
It would not be good for our country. Did you hear him say that? What are y'all getting out of this? I don't understand what they're getting out of this. Listen to this.
Relationship busted up. I could do other things, and I'm sure he'd like me, and I'm sure other people would like me, but it wouldn't be as good for our country. As we said, our country's doing really well.
It definitely gave it there was a little glimmer of hope. And at the time, rumors were flying that Diddy's legal team was working overtime behind the scenes to give that ass that Trump was talking about. We're talking quiet meetings, big money moves, and maybe even political donations. Allegedly, they were pulling every string possible to make sure that that pardon came through without a single question asked. And according to a court insider,
Bullshit.
I really don't know where she is getting this from, whoever that female is talking, because her saying this, and then somebody else put a little bit icing on the cake, then somebody else put some more icing on the cake, then you got this great big old wedding cake, like, ooh. Trump said that he's going to pardon Diddy. And that's nowhere near what he said. He never said anything like that. And he said it. It's not good for the country. You can't give nobody no pardon, president, unless it's going to help the country some kind of way. Why am I the only one to know this stuff? God damn, maybe I should run for president. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Gosh darn it. Maybe I should run for president. I said the wrong thing, man. You know, I got too much street in me. Oh boy, here we go.
That so-called pardon spree a couple of months ago was allegedly just a smokescreen, and the real target all along was Diddy. But the insider claims the president knew that pardoning Diddy outright would send the internet into an absolute chaos.
Yeah.
So instead, the strategy was roll out a few other celebrity pardons first, just to warm up the public and then make it look like business as usual before sliding Diddy's name into the mix. And y'all can agree that the timing is definitely suspicious, right? In fact, just these past few months, the president has already pardoned NBA YoungBoy for his weapons charges, plus reality stars Todd and Julie Chrisley after their fraud and tax evasion convictions. Oh, and let's not forget the blanket pardon for the January 6 rioters. Yeah, that was a setup. But here's where it gets wild, because word in the streets was that this pardon wasn't exactly coming for free. According to the insider, there had been a dirty little deal playing out behind the scenes. The feds had allegedly offered Diddy a way out if he handed over dirt on their major players, and that would make his problems disappear. And apparently Diddy didn't hold back. The insider claimed that he had been naming names, and Oprah, Gayle, King, Ellen, even big figures in politics, all allegedly a part of this cooperation with the feds. But here's where the real kicker was. The insider said this hadn't just been out of shaving off years or dodging charges. Diddy had been gunning for something much bigger, a full-blown presidential pardon. And how had he been planning to get it? Well, allegedly he had gotten his hands on some scandalous dirt about Trump himself, and he hadn't been afraid to use it. Now look, we don't know exactly what kind of dirt Diddy was sitting on or if he had the receipts to back up all that snitch talk, but the streets were saying the tea was legit, and allegedly it was tied to one name that keeps Hollywood shaking: Epstein's list. Yeah, y'all, this is where things got wild, because earlier this month, Elon Musk shook the entire internet when he basically outed Trump, claiming he was on Epstein's infamous list, the one that's been missing for years. Well, Elon didn't sugarcoat it either. He straight up tweeted, "Time to drop the really big bomb. Donald J. Trump is on the Epstein files. This is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, Donald J. Trump." But of course, he deleted that tweet hours later. But come on, y'all know the internet never forgets. However, Trump denied the allegation, saying, "That's called old news. That's been old news. They have been talked about for years. Even Epstein's lawyer said, I had nothing to do with it. It's old news. It's old news. This has been talked about for years and years, and as you know, I was not friendly with Epstein for probably 18 years before he died. I was not at all friendly with him." Well, if Diddy had been trying to blackmail Trump, it clearly backfired on him big time. But the wild part was...
All right. So look, man. We all know Diddy ain't going to jail for no life. And we all know he's not getting no damn 20 years. But I will say this. I think Trump is not going to pardon him based off the fact that they probably think he's not going to get a lot of time. Like, if the judge was to give him the maximum, and because I don't know if this is all true, but people do be talking behind the scenes. There be like sources and all that stuff. Stuff do be happening behind the scenes. So if Trump is ordering him, the judge, to give him the max, we will find out. I doubt it, but we will see. But, you know, their word on the street is that they're saying that Diddy's probably going to do maybe 2 years max. Maybe. But again, for those of you who were following the trial, it's very disappointing because a lot of stuff did not come out that we thought was. So I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to come of this, but just don't be shocked or surprised when you wake up and they say Diddy's out of jail. Like, share, comment, subscribe, man. Peace out.
I'm just gonna be honest with y'all, man. I'm holding fast on 6 years. I think Diddy has pissed off this lawyer, the judge. I think that Trump has made it clear to the judge that, hey, do your job, cousin. I ain't got nothing to do with this. I'm over here running the country. I ain't got nothing to do with this Diddy thing, man. Diddy has pissed some people off that has power, man. And the people that he pissed off that has the power is in positions to say, oh, you think you all that? You've been on drugs for so long, everybody has, even Usher seen you beat up on somebody. Now, come on, man. 6 years, man. I really think that Diddy is going somewhere in the number 6 is what I'm saying. They're gonna give him 1 year already served, so that brings it down to 5. And this is the judge being fair. I could have gave you 20. You know, I could have just gave you 10 and ran both of those consecutively, right? Ran them both concurrent or whatever, however y'all say this bull. So what could have happened was, instead of giving you 10, I ain't gonna give you the max. But you need more than 5, bruh. Because you already did 1. Why you think he not letting them out, man? I can't wait, man. I can't wait, boy. This is the longest. I tried to tell y'all this is going to be 2 years, man. It's going to be a 2 year. This case is still going on. It's in my book. We ain't got no clear answer yet. Until we get a clear answer, the thing is still going on. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Y'all tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.